Yo! And welcome to another episode of Let's Make a RenegadeX Map. Eyes in the sky! Alright, so in the last episode we basically just messed around. We added in some water feature and a floating sky, like a day cycle. I still haven't read the comments because that video only went up today. But I know why the function didn't work now. I can't keep on converting these lights. If I keep on converting these lights, the parameters get all messed up. So what I have to do is delete these and re-add the light and not mess with it. Then just change all the parameters of that light and don't change the light itself. But today is going to be a stressful day for me because what I'm about to do is stressful. Well, I say stressful. Ages ago I said I wanted to put a shoreline on the rocks. This is easier said than done, but with this shoreline, yeah, I can actually do a lot more. Like I said in here, I wanted Tiberium to climb up the rocks. I don't particularly want to use decals to do that. So I'm going to be using the same technique as what I'm going to do with the shoreline and implement it with this too. I'm hoping I can do it with quite literally one material. If not, I'll have to make a second material for it. It's not really a hardship, but I'm hoping to do it with just one material and make instances. So, what we're going to do is use a technique called vertex painting. It's this tool up here, but there's a couple of problems with this tool. This tool doesn't work without proper setup. To show you what I mean, I have let me find mesh. I have a few meshes from Canyon that I've already set up vertex painting on, like this. This has vertex painting built in, just to show you. No, that's landscape mode. I want this one. If I paint black here, it doesn't do anything, but if I paint white, it's not doing anything. Why is you not doing anything? Let's put strength up. It might be the wrong one. No, it's not the wrong one. Is it? I don't know if it's the wrong one or not. Okay, I know which one isn't the wrong one. This one. I know this one's set up properly. But it's not the actual mesh itself, it's the material. So if we click on this, no. Ah, there we go. We can actually paint a second or even third layer on here. If we bring down the strength, we can see it actually working. Bring down the strength. Bring down the fall off a little bit. Oops, that is damn fast. Yeah, but we can basically paint anything we want on here. And we can make it conform to a normal map as well. Just like that. Just like that, yeah. So, you can see it just filling in the cracks. If I bring this up a bit, I can actually just fill in the cracks totally. See? Which is pretty handy and cool and whatnot. This is all done through the material. So yeah, this material is actually quite complicated. We're going to be stealing parts of this material. Let me find materials. It's this material here, and if we have a look at it, it's it's kind of complicated. Basically what's happening is this is our sand material, this is the material that we're painting, this is the material that's underneath, basically coming into a lerp, and yeah, this is the fun part. Practically, let me get all this right. Well, we're coming off, or using basically the same normal as the main texture, and we are basically forcing all of this into, it's kind of a mathematical puzzle. We're adding all this together to get ourselves a height map. That's basically what all this is doing, is getting a height map. I could use some other techniques to get a height map. A height map is a black and white image. So yeah, we're making up a height map, and then we're getting a vertex color. Technically I could skip out the height map part, but sometimes they're nice to use. And taking a vertex color, we're adding the vertex color to the multiplier to get the height map. We could skip this part and go straight to the power 3 and constant clamp if we really wanted, and all that goes into the alpha channel of a lerp. So basically what I'm going to do now is copy that there, plus that. That's basically all I need. And then I'm going to go off and find my rock texture. This one. And I want to make a copy of this, and I want to call it underscore vertex. The reason I'm making a copy now is so if I mess it up I can just revert back to the original. And it's handy to have the original as well. So there's a few things we can actually do with this as well. We can set different channels. We can set red, green and blue to do different things. So if I wanted a vertex paint of green, I can make that Tiberium if I wanted. I could make a shoreline blue, and I can have something else as red. But right now I'm not really worried, and I thought that was going to crash. So yeah, let's tidy this up first. This is quite a complex material to start with. But yeah. So there's that done. So what I want to do is I just want to paste in that piece of crap. So yeah, and for this the main texture is always B, so I'm just going to come off here, and then whatever we want alphaed onto it will come off here. So what I'm actually going to do is off here I am going to bring off a desaturation. and off here I'm going to put this into there. What this will do is it will kind of force a height map. I can kind of control the height map, but yeah, that's basically all we want. And it's vertex color. I actually want to bring all this off red, so anything I paint red will get converted over. Right, but the next thing I need to do is I need to make up the other paintable, or the paintable layer. For this it's pretty easy to do. I'm just going to take this and this, copied and pasted it, bring it down here. I'm going to get rid of this one, break link. I'm going to break the link of this one as well. I'm going to put that one to B, and I'm going to just come off here. The reason I'm coming off here is I want to keep the same texture, but I want to change the color of it. I'm not going to change the color of it yet because this is a parameter and I need to change the name. So this will be shoreline, or water. Shore. How do you spell shore? No, water. Oh, wet rock. There we go. Color. I can't spell. Whoa. There we go. Wet rock color. I'm gonna plug that into A. Right, and then we'll bypass this line, and we'll dump that into diffused there. The next thing I want to do is I want to take all of this, copy and paste it, and I want to bring it over here. Right, in fact, I could just get rid of that, bring this alpha off here. Yeah, and again, B is our normal, and we'll get this again. And we'll put this up the top, we'll bring this into here, and we'll bring this into there. Well, we'll do that as well. And we want to call this one Wet Rock Spec. Don't care about the colour for now, except for this one. I'll actually change this to a darker colour. This one I actually want to a lighter colour, so yeah, that's going to lighten it up. We can see that here. Now what I could also do is bring a desaturation off this. In fact, this is prudent. I actually need to do this. And I'll bring it off here. What this will do is it will give me a bit more flexibility, because there are other normal maps and whatnot, so give me a bit more flexibility with the painting. And that's about it for the shoreline. So I'm going to just save that for now. Bear in mind I need to make an instant of this and start changing some stuff. But let's go find a rock on the shoreline. This one's perfect. I'm just going to put this material on. It doesn't change because there's nothing to change, because it looks exactly the same. Right, now we're going to put this to red because we used the red alpha, the red channel to get our vertex. I'm going to put the strength up and radius up a bit so I can actually paint. And for some reason it is not painting. Why you no paint? Why you no paint? Let's try normal then, turn this to black. Oh, that works. Okay, so now we're painting that. We'll come here and make an instance of this quickly. And we put that on there, and now we can start messing with the settings. So vertex, go back to wet rock. Let's make this a bit lighter. Let's make it darker. Yep, and specular put to white. Which isn't quite right, is it? What's this colour? Yeah, and that's it. We can make our shoreline. Once I build lights, then all this will work properly then. So yeah, let's just keep on painting. Not sure why the red channel didn't work. And what we could even do it's a bit hard to see now, but we could actually make this wet. So you just got to wet. We already have some wet looking stuff. Go away. Usually we just use a specular to do that, but what we're going to do is we're going to steal some assets from other places. Don't you dare crash. Thank you. Yeah, that there. So where is the wetness coming from? The wetness is coming oops. It's actually a vertex colour, isn't it? Yes. Let's boost the power. I got the power. Should be this one. Yes. So let's just grab this, put that into B, grab that, copy, paste. Specular power 2. Wet, sorry. Put that into there. Bring that off here. No. Off there. That's a bit too big a number, probably. Nope. Okay, can't do that. It's not having none of it. Okay, what we'll do, we'll convert this to a parameter and call this wet spec. And give this a boost to 6. Now it's a bit too wet, so we'll actually bring this down a bit. Should do this through the instance, but might as well try and get it right in the material. I'm not sure where the hell that red's coming from. I'm not 100% sure where the hell that red's coming from. Let's have a look. It's coming from here, I know that. Let's get rid of this. Why is that happening? Probably needs a constant clamp. Yes. Right, that should work now. The constant clamp is to basically stop bleeding, if that makes any sense. I've still got bleeding for some bloody reason. No idea where the hell that red is coming from. Let's quickly build lights and see if that helps. Back in a minute. Yo, so that didn't actually work. I think I know where that red's coming from now, though. I had the same problem with that mesh I had over there. Basically, the desaturation doesn't work all too well, so my bet is that. So let's have another look. So what I'm going to do is, let me find where the hell I am. The desaturation part is somewhere around here. Basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a technique that I can't really use. Bollocks. Okay. So the technique I'm going to use now is going to come from basically the normal maps. I kind of developed this myself because I didn't really know about the desaturation, but it actually works a bit better than desaturation. So what we're going to do is we're going to use a mixture of add and multiply to get what we want. So we're going to use an add and a multiply, which is in maths again. Right. So first what we're going to do is we are going to multiply two of the same colour from the normals. So if this doesn't crash, so what we're going to do is we're going to multiply red with red, and we should get a black and white image out of this. Yes, we might actually get a better image with red and blue. Yeah, there we go. So we have quite a decent height map from that. We also want to get a height map from this, so we're going to do the same red and blue. I'm going to multiply them. You could also use green and whatnot. But then we're going to add these together. And that's basically it. We can refine this even more if we really need to, but I don't think we actually really need to. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to find that this here and take these and dump them into this over here. Going to get rid of this. This should actually work a bit better, and we get a much crisper much crisper doodad. And I do believe I got these the wrong way around. Yes. So I'm working properly. No, I had them the right way around. But we still got that red. Where the hell is that red coming from? Ah, my bet is... Whoops. Yeah. There we go. It's... If I paint on this now, it actually comes out as red. That's what's happening. If I... Whoops. Repaint this. Yes, it's the red coming through. That's why that's happening. So, yeah. So what we're going to do now is, oops, just going to take this and add it to these other ones. Yeah, and I definitely, yeah, I definitely messed that up. Where am I? Yeah. So. That one into there. No, that one into there. And B into that one. Is it that way? No, it's just why the hell is that so bloody shiny? Yeah, I don't know why the hell that doesn't work. But it's because there's specular power that's doing that, so we'll take that specular power off. Now it pretty much looks the same. And now I just colour it in again. So I'm not exactly sure why that was doing it. So the reason this is happening is because of the LOD. So if we find that, add another 2 LODs. Come here and should be able to just repaint this. Does this do it over LODs? No. Yeah, there's that then. So what we could do is R4 and set these to 4 maybe? Or 3 maybe. Yeah. And then try painting. I'm not sure why the hell this isn't working for the LODs. I have to work that one out, I think. Then I'll have to figure that one out. So yeah, that's about it. The next one I'll try and convert this to... Well, I'm going to find out why the fuck it isn't... Or why the hell it isn't showing up on LODs as well. I've got to do a bit of research. But yeah, you got a wet rock now, which is awesome. Yeah, in the next one, I'll be basically taking this same principle and turning it into Tiberium, which should be pretty funky. It's a bit shiny, that rock, isn't it? So I'll fix that as well. I'm not sure why it's so shiny. But yeah, thanks for watching. Catch you in the next one. Ta-ra.